Exodus 34, verse 4 onwards. So Moses chiseled out 2 stone tablets like the first ones and went up to Mount Sinai early in the morning as the Lord had commanded him. And he carried the 2 stone tablets in his hands. Then the Lord came down in a cloud and stood with him, proclaimed his name, the Lord. Okay, so, and he passed in front of Moses proclaiming, the Lord, the compassionate, gracious God, slow to anger, abounding in love and faithfulness, etc. Okay? But I just want to bring to your attention that before God gives the 10 Commandments, the Torah or Tanakh, on the stones to Moses, to the nation of Israel and us today, he first of all revealed himself, proclaiming who he is. I think this is huge, because if you don't know who God is, that 10 Commandments from God literally means nothing. It will become a very, very sad case. This is literally happening to millions of Christians today. Or Jewish people today, because a lot of people know the Torah, you know, and don't really know the God who gives the Torah, the 10 Commandments. Why? And that's precisely the reason why so many people pay so little attention to the 10 Commandments. 10 Commandments has a far diminished value and worth in the sight of man, because men do not understand, do not know the God who gives the 10 Commandments. So folks, it's huge. Before you hear of, I'm the Lord your God, and there shall be no other God, and thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not commit murder, and everything else. And all these powerful things, if you don't know who God is, you're completely found. And that's what verse 5 says. Then the Lord came down the cloud and stood there with him, proclaimed his name, the Lord. And he passed in front of Moses, proclaiming, the Lord, the compassionate, gracious God, slow to anger, abounding in love and faithfulness, maintaining love to thousands, and forgiving wickedness, rebellion, and sin. Yet, he does not leave the guilty unpunished, etc. Okay, so who is the God who gives that 10 Commandments? It's the compassion. First word came out as compassionate. It's the compassionate God. It's compassionate God. It's a gracious God. Compassionate God. Gracious God. Slow to anger. Abounding in love and faithfulness. Slow to anger. You know, God literally bore the burden of the idolatrous sin of Israel for a long time before he unleashed his anger. And the same thing with us today. God bears our burdens, bears daily. The Bible, Psalm says, bears our burdens daily. He bears our iniquities, sins daily. He's looking for a way to forgive us by his mercy, by his grace. So we need to understand that, you know, maintaining love to thousands, forgiving wickedness, rebellion, and sin. Wickedness, rebellion, and sin. All this, the Lord is gracious, but does not leave the guilty unpunished. That's why he required the cross. That's why God's Son had to die, had to go to the cross, die for the world, to receive the punishment of our sins, our rebellion, our idolatry, on our behalf. That's why Christianity is such a beautiful, glorious, powerful story, narrative. If you don't know Christianity, begin to know this and seek God, and you will find Him.